Hello, you offside and on tappers. It's me, it's Tricky. It's Monday night. What am I doing on Monday night? I'm doing a video for you because we've got some midweek games that I forgot about altogether because I had a bit of a rough time actually the last few days. Personal health issues, I had a bit of pain in the sternum and the ribs. Hospital trip last night, so didn't see much of yesterday's games if I'm going to be absolutely honest with you. But saw plenty on Saturdays. Just did a quick video for tonight. I'm not going to do anything too in detail. I haven't got the time. It's very late. Just need to get some predictions in for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday games for you. So I'm going to do that. What happened a bit before I start actually? Beer of choice. I'm not going to be doing a beer. I'm on medication. I'm going to see how I go on with these strong anti-inflammatory drugs. It's a bit of a pain, isn't it, when you're doing this every week? I'm doing this every week, beer of choice, but I'm hoping I can confidently drink alongside the medication for the next few weeks. So don't worry, I'm sure there'll be another beer of choice coming soon, just not for this Monday show. I'm going to go over what I know of week 13 games. Chelsea Arsenal, it's a little bit of it, dull affair. Should have gone to Arsenal. Arsenal should have won the game. Went again up by a man for the 38th minute on Chelsea. Caicedo sent off, and Arsenal had to come back from behind to get a 1-1 draw in the end. I saw the end of the game coming back from hospital, and Arsenal should have probably got the win in the end. Pressing hard, bit of the dark arts from Chelsea from what I could see, holding up time, diving all over the floor. It's embarrassing, really. Teams are going to do it. It works for them. Stopped Arsenal's momentum, got a point, kept Chelsea in the running for the title, 5 points behind. So they're doing okay, Chelsea. Isak, first Premier League goal for Liverpool as well. It's about time, isn't it, mate? And it's been embarrassing for the team in general, but for Isak himself, he's got his first goal for the club, and also a rare clean sheet for Liverpool. So he got a win, got back on track slightly. Still got a long way to go to get back towards the top, but I think probably lost enough games already this season already. I'd imagine he'll lose a few more. Foden, great strike from edge of the box. 2 goals for him. Man City again. The thing with Foden is I'm worried he's going to play himself into some form and he's going to get himself back in England's starting team. He never plays well for England. I've just got a fear that he's going to play himself into that World Cup team and he's going to just flump again. He's got a lot of competition in that attacking midfield role though for Bellingham, Palmer. Palmer's still to come back and do anything yet. He's been injured most of the season with God knows what injuries. Another one broken toe potentially, but hopefully he'll be back soon, Palmer. Hopefully he'll be back. But they broke Leeds' hearts late on. Leeds probably helped Farke save his job, I think, because I did say in the last show that if they got beat badly, I felt he'd be gone by the end of the weekend. So I think a hearty performance from Leeds. Got back to 2-2 from 2-0 down against Man City, who are definite title contenders. I think that's probably kept him in his job, and they look like they were playing for the boss. So it keeps him in there, keeps him in check. It's not a disaster yet. They're far from down yet. It's very early on. They have played well enough at home in general. And then Man United, strong win at Crystal Palace again from behind. Mason Mount in the team, go and win the game. I did say this as well a couple of episodes back. Mason Mount really strengthens that Man United attack for me. Has to play, cost him a lot of money. Is it £70 million or whatever they paid for him? He didn't show he was worth that in the first season and a half, but he's looking much a different player for me, Mason Mount. And he should be playing in the Man United team for me, whether it's in the midfield 3, out wide on the left where he looks better, if I'm honest. Got a result after the Monday Blues against Everton. Big win at Crystal Palace, who've been one of the better looking teams in the division. So they were the main highlights from the Week 13 games. Week 13 prediction results. So Righty, 7 points for Righty, 5 correct results with 1 perfect score, which was the Crystal Palace versus Man United game 2-1 Man United. Myself had a bit of an off week, no correct scores. 5 correct results though, 5 correct results again, so 5 points. It is what it is. And Robbo, former co-host Robbo, he's going to win the week. He's got 8 points. He also got 1 correct score, which was Palace versus Man United. 6 correct results in total, so well done, mate. You might even get an invite back on the show after that. That's terrific. Well done. Really proud of you, mate. I really am. So I'm going to go into game week 14 predictions. I'm going to keep it very brief, as I said. I just want to get these predictions in, and then I'm going to do another show, subject to health, later in the week on the back of these games for the weekend's games. Got a bit more time to prepare and get my usual shit together and puns, etc. for the main show. So starting on Tuesday, we've got 3 games. Bournemouth versus Everton. Bournemouth have won the last 3 games against Everton in the Premier League, including the FA Cup. Get it right. This is because I'm not prepared. Bournemouth have won the last 3 games against Everton in all competitions 2-0 against them, and they've lost a few games recently. Bournemouth, they've had Semenyo out, Clivert out. They have played in those games they've lost. They've played tough teams, played Sunderland, obviously doing really well, and Manchester City they've played and lost. So they have played teams that are on form and won games that they probably would have expected to win. I fancy Bournemouth to win this, get back into winning ways. I think Semenyo possibly start again. Going to go for a 2-1 win to Bournemouth at home to Everton Tuesday night. Then we've got Fulham at home to Manchester City. And Fulham have been doing alright. They're still down there in 15th, had a poor start, but they've won the last couple of league games impressively against Spurs, against Sunderland as well, at home against Sunderland. This is a different challenge though, against Manchester City, who at the minute are doing really, really well. And I've got a feeling that Haaland has had a couple of games without scoring. I think he gets his 100th Premier League goal in this game. So I'm going to go for a Fulham 0, Manchester City to score 2 in that game. And then it is Newcastle versus Tottenham Hotspur at St James's Park, 8:15 kick-off. I believe it's live on Sky Sports. So I'm going to try and get that watched, of course, and be back from work. Newcastle unbeaten, 10 midweek Premier League games, Tuesdays or Wednesdays or Thursdays, and last 10 Premier League games. So that's impressive. On the other hand, Spurs have lost. So they've only won 13 midweek Premier League games, Tuesday, Wednesday or Thursday. So you'd think from that statistic that it would be a very one-sided result, wouldn't it? Especially on recent form. Newcastle at home doing really well. We have already beat Spurs in the League Cup this season, impressively. And I think it's going to be repeat game. I think repeat sort of scoreline. Going to go for Newcastle to win 2-0 on Tuesday night. Arsenal versus Brentford. Arsenal unbeaten, 7 versus Brentford in the Premier League. And Brentford have lost 5 of their 6 away games this season, only winning once. And Thiago's been prolific for them this season. Brentford, really impressive. Brentford have up into top half. They've been up and down like a yo-yo. Well down there. I thought, my prediction for them to go down is looking okay, looking good. They're winning a lot of games. They're either winning or losing games, and they're up and down. But they're up into 10th in that tightly congested pack of teams between sort of 5th, 4th, 5th, down to 12th, 13th place where Newcastle are. So playing really well. Brent and Arsenal, you'd expect them to win this London derby. They have got players missing, but they've got Gyökeres. He came back on against Chelsea as a sub. Will he get in ahead of Marino? Marino's done well. He scored another goal. We'll see. Missing both centre halves, Saliba and Gabriel. But I think Arsenal should overpower Brentford. Great team. Brentford are good at defending set pieces, which Arsenal's strong at. I think Arsenal's general play will get them through. And I think I'm going to go for an Arsenal 3-1 win there. Brighton versus Aston Villa. 2 informed teams, both doing really well, playing really well. Got themselves up the table. Brighton up to 5th place. Villa are also up in those upper reaches of the top of the table. And I think they'll cancel each other out. I think they'll both be happy with a point as well from this game. So I'm going to go for Brighton 1, Villa 1. We've got Burnley at home to Crystal Palace. Burnley, they can tough out points, I'm sure. Crystal Palace had a couple of bad results. Strasbourg in the Conference League, and then Man United obviously at the weekend as well. So I'm going to fancy a 0-0 draw. I don't normally back 0-0 draws. I think these two might play out a dull game on Wednesday night. I'm going to go for 0-0. So I'll probably get fucking shot down in the first minute, if I'm honest. It'll be a first minute goal. But if it does, it does. Still get the point for the draw. Then we're going to go Wolves versus Nottingham Forest. Nottingham Forest lost to Brighton at home. Was sort of unexpected for me a little bit. Did back them to do well in that game. Wolves still haven't won. It's been 13 games. Not looking any better for them at all. It's another Midlands derby for Wolves. This time it's at home. And I'm going to go for Nottingham Forest to squeak this, a 2-1 win against Wolves for Nottingham Forest. Leeds versus Chelsea. Leeds at home. They looked formidable at home for a while, and then they've played a few better teams, and then they've lost those games. They lost that little bit of immunity at home. Chelsea doing really well, scoring lots of goals, getting players back from injury. There's obviously a downside to this game in losing Caicedo for the game, suspension. They've got plenty of midfielders who can come in and cover that role. They can make do without him, and he's a really crucial player for them. Should do enough against Leeds. I'm going to go for Chelsea win 3-1. Keeps them on the tail of Arsenal in the Premier League. Be shocked if there's nothing other than a win for Chelsea, but I've been proven wrong a lot of times. Liverpool at home to Sunderland. Liverpool, nice win against West Ham. Did predict it. Thought it'd be a little bit closer than it was. Got the job done. Isak's first goal for the club. Players playing a little bit better than they have been recently. A big clean sheet. And Sunderland, again, come back from 2-0 down at home to Bournemouth, who have no slouches themselves. Got to give it to them. Still unbeaten at home. Doing really well. But away from home, different story. And I think the Anfield Massive will be very happy to see Liverpool win a game at home after a while. I'm going to go for Liverpool to win 2 now. I hate both clubs for different reasons, if I'm honest. Liverpool for the summer that's just gone. In fact, I've got some good mates who are Liverpool fans, just got to give them a bit of grief. Obviously Sunderland for reasons that we know about. So, in an ideal, would it be a draw? But I think Liverpool are going to win 2 now. And then the last game, which is Thursday, it's on its own on Thursday night. It's back to Old Trafford again. And it's Man United versus West Ham. Funny stat that I've just found out a few minutes ago. Bruno's never scored in 11 Premier League games against West Ham. So I think it's the only opponent in the Premier League he's not scored a goal against. And it's a long time, 11 games without a goal against one club for him. He just scored a lot of goals. I fancy Man United to win again. If they win this one, obviously that's 2 games in a row that they have won, and frankly it is only 3. I think it's 3 wins away from a haircut, so that'll get him on the way. I'm going to go for Man United to win at Old Trafford, beat West Ham, who have a little bit of a comeback recently, but then lost a couple again. So I'm going to go for Man United to win 2-1 Thursday night at Old Trafford. Excuse me, still feeling a little bit. Tricky's treble didn't go well again. It's the same as Monday night, where the team that I'm backing, the other team go down to 10 men early on and they don't win the game. Man United didn't beat Everton. I'd obviously backed Arsenal to beat Chelsea. Chelsea go down to 10 men, so City with a shocking tackle goes off, and Chelsea then go 1-0 up, as Everton did. Arsenal do come back, get the equaliser, but in the end, the pressing in the end didn't get them the win. Tricky's bet again goes down. It's like they're waiting for me to just fail on the last game all the time. So again, no win, no money for charity. Horrible people, horrible bastards, these Premier League teams. I'm going to go for a little bit of a different bet. I've got a free bet, Bad Brooks. I'm not going to put the £5 stake on. I'm using the free bet. I'm going to go for a little bit of a different bet. Excuse me. Going for 6-fold. So of the games that I've just said, the scores, 6 teams in there that I've gone to score over 1.5 goals, so 2 or more goals. I'm going to back Manchester City, Newcastle, Arsenal, Chelsea, Liverpool, Man United. You could say it's the top 6, but we've replaced Spurs with Newcastle, which, if I'm honest, it's true, isn't it? We've finished in the top 6 more than them in the last couple of seasons. I'm going to put my £1 free bet with Ladbrokes on that. It's £15.30 returns. If it wins, I'm not going to do any half business, but splitting the profits. I'm just going to chuck the whole £15.30 into the pot for Dimension UK. I feel like I owe it after some shocking picks recently. And somewhat bad luck as well, if I'm honest. So if it comes in, £15.30, Dimension UK. That's it. Short video, done. I say short video, looking at it's 14 minutes still now. I do talk shit, I do go on. So, if you like the video, please like the video. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already and you want to watch all the videos and get notified when they come out. And please put your comment with your predictions for tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday games. Don't forget, it's 1 point for a correct result and 3 points for the correct score in those games. Maximum of 30 points. All the best to your team this week if you've got a game for your club. I will speak to you later in the week with predictions for the weekend. Have a great one, everyone. Bye for now.